Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA. Online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Wednesday, July 30th, 2025, and it is 7:10 p.m. when I'm recording this. I talked to Sven today and got an update, but I recorded it onto the voice memos of my iPad, and something happened to the file and it got corrupted. So I did not have a chance to. I was not able to post a Handsome Dick Manitoba update today. So instead of that, I'm going to do a track by track of the new Alice Cooper album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper. The first album is featuring all the members, the first full album of the original Alice Cooper group since Muscle of Love, I believe. You know, the guys have done like one or two songs on on his albums, and I've generally liked them. But this is the first one that they've done an entire album with the original guys. Of course, Glenn Buxton is not there. They got that guy Jazzy, what's his name? Jazzy Hughes or something, and also Rick Tedesco on guitar. I have not heard this album yet, but I figured I would do it track by track. I always look forward to a new Alice Cooper album, and usually I get kind of disappointed. I think the last one was not too bad. Detroit Stories. Was that Detroit Stories, or was the one after that? One had all the touring band now, and then there was one with Wayne Kramer as the musical director. They're both okay. The last one I really liked, I think, was The Eyes of Alice Cooper. And I enjoyed that one. And Dirty Diamonds, I like that one too. I have lost my voice, so I'm going to do my best, friends. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to make it through this show, but I'm going to do my best. In advance, I want to thank everybody who donates to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I'm not going to name you all by names today because I'm still on no sleep. This third night in a row with no sleep. So last night I got about 5 hours. The night before I got 2. The night before that I got 1. So I'm on 8 hours in the last 3 days. So I'm powering through this, friends. I may not be my usual funny, outgoing self, but I'm going to do my best. I'm stuttering. I'm so tired. I'm stuttering. Let me take a sip of the first sip of the second beer of the day. I think I just finished. Yeah, let's finish this 805 Cervezas. There might be a little bit of backwash here. Let me finish this. Okay, now the second beer of the day. Oh, that's good. That is so good. But it's making me real sleepy. All right. We're just going to get right into it. Thank you, everybody who donates. Like I said, I'm not going to say your names on this episode, but I appreciate it, friends, more than I can possibly tell you how much I appreciate you contributing to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. Without your donations, I wouldn't be able to do it. It'd die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. I am flying out to Wyoming tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, I have practice with the AC/DC tribute cover band. We're not a tribute band, we're a cover band. Although one guy does dress like Angus, and he does a great Angus, Dave Chapman. But we're practicing the Rider B songs together tomorrow. And I'm here in San Francisco, flying out of SFO to Wyoming. I'm doing some shows with Chad Bushnell, the country band, doing some state fairs. And I'm going to hang out in the Midwest and cruise around, and maybe we'll get some more shows. I'm not sure what the plan is, but we're flying out to Rapid City, wherever that is, and then driving to Sundance, Wyoming for a state fair on Saturday. So I'll be there on Friday and the gig's on Saturday. I'm going to be doing daily shows, so we'll see where that takes us, friends. I'll try to talk to Sven again tomorrow, and I won't be recording it on the iPad. Something happened with the iPad. I don't know what happened with the file, but it got corrupted. So Sorry, Sven, for wasting your time today. It was only like 10 hours, but I apologize, friend. All right, let's get into the track by track. According to the Wikipedia, The Revenge of Alice Cooper is the 8th studio album by American rock band Alice Cooper. By 8th studio album, I believe they mean the original Alice Cooper band, as opposed to Alice Cooper solo. It was released on July 25th, 2025 by Ear Music and is the group's first collaboration since 1973's Muscle of Love. It's the 30th Alice Cooper studio album overall, including his 22 solo albums. All right. Now, I don't have high expectations of this album, but we're going to try it anyway. Because the two songs I've heard, Black Mamba and Wild Ones, didn't really blow me away. They were maybe okay, but I'll listen to them with fresh ears, and I have not heard this whole album in its entirety. I haven't listened to any of the songs yet, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I should have asked for your reviews, but I'm going to be gone for the next 10 days, and I'm not going to have time to sit down in front of the computer and do a proper show, so you're going to just get shows from the road. This is the only day I have to do it, so feel free to chime in on the Facebook group after this episode and give me your scores. And I'll compare with some reviews online as well, the normal way I do this stuff. As you know, the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system, if I like a song, I give it a +1. If it's okay, we give it a half. And if it sucks, we give it a 0. There are 14 songs on this album. So if I like them all, it'd be 14 over 14. If I don't like any of them, it'd be a 0 out of 14. You get the drift. An extremely unscientific scoring system, but it usually seems to work a lot better than 4 out of 5 stars. All right, first song, Black Mamba, written by Bob Ezrin, Michael Bruce, and Alice Cooper. Black Mamba. We've heard this one before. This was the first single that was released. It's got the Welcome to My Nightmare, Black Juju
I think I'll hide inside your
vibe.
bed sheets.
I'm not a huge fan of the horror part of Alice, but I guess you could say $1 Billion Babies, I Love the Dead. This is kind of like I Love the Dead.
While you're sleeping, darling, and decide if I should bite. So dangerous to touch. You're just a slave to temptation, baby. Perhaps you want me much too much. I think I'll hide inside your bed sheets, coiled into the fold so white. Just watch you while you're sleeping, baby, and decide if I should bite. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. The thing about the original Alice Cooper group, it had complicated bass parts, had great arrangements, and super catchy melodies. I'm not hearing that on this song, so I'm giving it a half. Also, it had extremely clever lyrics.
Darling, look into my eyes.
You know, I'm a snake. Okay, I'm a snake.
Sophisticated, I'm not that civilized. I'm crawling up your leg now, baby, to whisper in your ear.
I'm giving it a half.
Right,
we can kill it. All right, next song, Wild Ones, written by, let's go back to the song. I'm on the Wikipedia looking here, friends. Dennis Dunaway, Bob Ezrin, and Alice Cooper. All right, it's a Dennis Dunaway tune, so maybe it's better. We'll see. I think, wasn't this the second single that was released? I believe so. Maybe there wasn't the second single. I don't know. Well, let's listen to it together. I don't know if I've even heard this song. Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Motorcycle Western theme. I like the guitar. Yes, I remember this. Not crazy about the melody.
Hidden from the light, revving up our engines, sharpening our claws. 'Cause baby, when you're hungry, the jungle is the law. Running with the wild ones. Yeah, baby, we're the wild ones. Yeah, we're the wild ones. We live in every town. We own the city streets. We rule the underground. There is no caging us, and you'll suffer if you try. We got the rage in us 'cause it makes us feel alive. Running with the wild ones. Yeah.
I'm on this site called Brutally Honest Rock Album Reviews. I kind of like this guy. I haven't read a lot of his stuff, but I'm gonna check this thing out more because I like the way this guy writes. There's a couple of okay-ish songs on this album. This guy's an Alice Cooper fan. He says, let's see. I mean, the OG band always had at least 2 stone cold classics on an album, even on Muscle of Love, which absolutely is nobody's favorite Alice Cooper album, but it's still miles better than Revenge of Alice Cooper. At least Muscle had a couple of songs worthy of inclusion on the classic Alice Cooper's greatest hits. All right, so this guy does not like this album. He's a good writer. Check this out. Brutally Honest Rock Album Reviews, whatever. WordPress site. I'm giving this one a half as well. It's not blowing me away. Come on, Alice Cooper. The original Alice Cooper group was so fucking good. I mean, those first 4 Bob Ezrin albums are classics. They're pretty much masterpieces. Can you expect them to be masterpieces now? No, they were in their 20s then or whatever, maybe early, but they're older now. But this doesn't sound great. I kind of get the feeling that Alice doesn't really care about playing with these guys too much. Oh, listen to Dennis. I think he's doing it. Somebody offered them some money, I think, to get the original group back together.
Can you feel it? Rolling thunder. Lose your mind and drag you under. Can you see it?
I also can't picture the Alice Cooper group being on motorcycles.
Burning like a fire.
All right, I'm giving it a half. Next song, Up All Night, written by Bob Ezrin. Bob Ezrin has songwriting credits on almost every one of these songs. Bob Ezrin, Michael Bruce, and Alice Cooper. All right, let's listen to this one.
It's all right with me.
Drop tuning? Really, Michael Bruce? Drop tuning? I don't need to hear Alice Cooper drop tuned.
New York City round 8:45.
No.
Some money in my pocket and I'm relatively fine.
Let me go give it a listen here.
You're good. A walking Hollywood. So I go motivating to a bougie neighborhood where all the talent there is posing, and they're all blowing nosing and supposing that's alright with me. But things get cooking and she's so good looking that I sacrifice morality. And I'm gonna be up all night. I'll be burning bright.
All right, this was not bad. This has got a catchy chorus.
Yeah, I can keep it up all night. And now my brain pan is scheming and I'm simmering red. A belly full of demons and a pounding in my head, and yet I don't look back. Yeah, I get her in the sack, but I'm out of conversation and I'm starting to lose track. And she says, "Sonny, honey, don't forget my money. You pay for this ability." And I said, "It's no exaggeration. I'm an overnight sensation. Girl, you should be paying me, 'cause I can keep it up all night. You better treat."
It almost sounds like a Bachman Turner Overdrive song.
Morning light, I can keep it up all night.
Dude, that drop tuning's got to go. I think this is that Jazzy guy playing, so this doesn't sound like Michael Bruce.
So word gets round and my legend starts to grow, 'cause all over town it seems that everybody knows I keep it up all night till the morning light. I'll be burning bright. Yeah, I can keep it up all night.
I'm going to give this one a soft +1. The album cover is a pretty cool album cover. It looks like a movie, like a horror movie poster. It says starring Alice Cooper, Michael Bruce, Dennis Dunaway, Neil Smith, and a special appearance by Glenn Buxton. Produced by, directed by Bob Ezrin. And in the bottom it says, the return album the world was afraid of. Was the world really afraid of a return of a new Alice Cooper group album? I don't think so, but okay, it's a nice album cover. All right, next song, Kill the Flies. Written by Bob Ezrin, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. The drummer wrote this one. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Mommy, where's Daddy? Again, not a great riff. It's kind of a lazy riff, actually.
Yes, I'm institutional, but that's okay with me. I love these walls and lonely halls. It's where I'm supposed to be. But when I'm lying awake at night, oh, reeling from my meds, there's something flying around my face, buzzing around my head. Ooh.
This song kind of sucks. I'm on Metacritic here.
These damn flies.
I like that. The flies are bothering.
These flies.
No, all right, that's not bad.
Kill the flies.
The flies are driving him crazy.
Everybody's so kind to me. They feed me every day.
He's in the mental institution and flies are bugging him.
These lovely grounds, it's home to me this way. But when I'm standing in a trance, staring at the clear,
it's verging on a 0.
I know that watching me, just waiting.
On
for me
Metacritic,
to
Record
die.
Collector gives it a 100 out of 100. Throughout, this is the sound of the Alice Cooper Band playing with revitalized vigor and tangibly loving soul, riven with the unexpected left turns. Alice credits Dunaway and Smith. The Alice Cooper Band and Ezranet produced 2025's most faith-restoring rock and roll set that does their fallen comrade proud. Wow, what a kiss-ass review, man. All right, I'm going to give it a weak half. All right, next song, One Night Stand. Let me stop here. Written by Bob Ezrin, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. All right, once again. All right, here we go. I like Dennis Dunaway's bass line here.
I watched her dance for them all night.
I'm kind of liking this one so far.
A veiled promise of pure delight. Then suddenly she takes my hand and whispers, "You're my one night stand." In her bedroom bathed in white, she pulls me down and kills the lights. And in the danger of the dark, I feel the dagger at my heart. But she never sees the razor in my hand. Another bloody one night stand.
Classic Rock Magazine gives it an 80 out of 100. Discount the fillers, which are of high, if throwaway quality, and you've got a strong 12-banger cracker of a record. I don't understand what that means. It's a banger other than most of the fillers? That's kind of a backhanded compliment. The album's got a shitload of fillers, but other than the shitload of fillers, this is a great album. All right.
Another one thinks I'm her prey.
So far, if they do any reunion shows with all these guys, you know, they'll maybe like, I don't know, they said they might do one or two. I bet they don't play more than one or two songs on this album, and those would be bathroom break tunes. So far, I don't know, the rest of the album could be great.
She'll get a taste of her medicine, a fatal taste of her own medicine, and I'll kiss her lips and walk away.
I like the
Hey, hey.
I like the do. That's from Schools Out. What's that one from Schools Out? It's not Halo of Flies. You know which song I'm talking about. I like Dennis Dunaway's bass lick. Other than that, it's a half. Next song is called. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we'll give that one a half. Okay. Half. I'm losing my place here. That was One Night Stand. All right, next song, Blood on the Sun, written by Dennis Dunaway and Alice Cooper. So Bob Ezrin does not have a hand in this one. This might be a good one.
Gathering of eagles, they flew alone. Hunters are for killing.
I'm liking this one best so far.
Wrecking crews out, winner take all. A cool sound from hell is chilling. Young and innocent children of dust. Don't cry, it's only thunder. The angry silence of mice and men. Here I am, a stranger. Blood on the sun. Blood on the sun. Blood on the sun.
Nope, it's not doing it.
Johnny got his gun.
Anybody who out there is a huge Alice Cooper group fan, which I know a lot of people are, especially friends of the Rock and Roll Geek Show, please give me your scores. Am I wrong? This album sucks so far. It sucks.
Soldiers of fortune, from dusk till dawn. War of the worlds, fate's turning. Flying tigers, 12 o'clock high. 1 minute to 0.
So far it's all halves. I gave a soft 1. I don't know why. It's a half too, but so far it's all halves.
Heroes. Blood on the sun.
That's a shitty chorus.
The sun.
Blood on the sun. That's a lame chorus, man.
The sun. The hour of the gun.
Shit. You know what? If it didn't have that nice acoustic melody part in the verses, it would be a 0. I'm being generous by giving this one a half. Maybe I'm in a bad mood. I don't know. All music. 50 years later, these demented rock and roll outsiders pick right back up as if no time had passed at all, and they have a blast doing it. Are you fucking kidding me? What is with these reviews? Are they paid reviews? That's a fucking Alice Cooper. The band burned furiously. All right, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is not from All Music. I'm going to read more of the review. Cooper, okay, the band tries on glam punk throwbacks, monster movie creep faces, down and dirty rockers, and deep space soundtracks. And sound like they're having the time of their lives, regardless of which style they're approaching. 50 years later, these demented rock and roll outsiders pick right up as if no time has passed at all, and they're having a blast doing it. Bullshit. Bullshit. One guy says, are we foolish to expect to love it to death or return to billion-dollar babies? I'm not. It's 54 and 52 years since those landmark albums. The expectation for me is the joy of just hearing the OG AHC jam. And jam they do. I love this album. Come on. Oh my God, I'm absolutely obsessed with Alice Cooper's 2025 album, The Revenge of Alice. Come on, these are paid reviews. Bullshit, I'm calling bullshit. All right, listen to this part. This part's okay. Still does not bring it up over a half. BrutallyHonestAlbums.com or whatever it is. Even when the band gets a cool groove going, it's wasted on a song that wasn't worth building a cool groove for. Case in point, Kill the Flies. It has a killer groove that lodges in your brain and stays there. Alice's winking vocal delivery is characteristically sly. The melody of the chorus even kind of catchy. All for a song about a patient in a mental institution who has flies buzzing around him all the time. Most of the pieces are there for a killer song, but in this case, the whole is considerably less than the sum of the parts. This chorus blows. All right, kill it. Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm so disappointed so far. All right, track 7. Crap That Gets in the Way of Your Dreams. That's a good title. Written by Bob Ezrin, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. Drummer contributing a lot. That's okay.
When I was 16, I got my first guitar. I learned to play it in my mom's garage. I played it night and day.
All right. First of all, the subject matter played out to death. I got my first real 6-string, played it at the 95 Joe's Garage. We can name a million songs about this.
And the years just flew away, and I'm still playing in that damn garage. But I never gave up, took a rip from my bong, and the world passed me by, and I wrote another song about the crap that gets in the way of your dreams. Well, that's just how it seems.
Hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name?
You worked all your life, but you
Tell
never
me your name.
and you don't get what you need.
Hello, I love you.
When you don't have a dime to show.
Solo sounds good, and that's Michael Bruce. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm still alive, but I ain't seen my wife in quite a while. She may be dead upstairs, or maybe she just don't care about my music or my laundry pile. Was I wasting my life? Were they right all along? Should I bury my wife, or just write another song about the crap that gets in the way of your dreams? Well, that's just how it seems. You work all your life, but you never succeed, and you don't get what you need. And ain't it a crime when you don't have a dime to show? Oh, oh,
oh. Another half. It's all halves. All right, number 8, Famous Face. Written by Michael Bruce and Alice Cooper. Okay, all right. Famous Face. I'm sorry, friends. I wanted to like this album.
on satellite and live TV, you look and act so outrageously. You show the world what they want to see. You're as worthless as a dog with fleas. You want more when you've had too much, never knowing when enough's enough. You can't stop 'cause you're such
I mean, can you blame them for doing this album? They tried. They got together in a room and wrote some songs, and this is what they came up with. They couldn't come up with anything great. We gonna scrap the thing because we couldn't come up with something great? The record label wants to. Might as well put it out. They know inside this album ain't that good. They know inside this album's mediocre at best, unless their sycophants are telling them how great it is. This is coming from a huge Alice Cooper group fan. I love those albums. This album ain't good. Tell me I'm wrong, friends, and tell me why I'm wrong. Yes, I don't expect them to make another album as great as those albums, but like I said, this is the best they could come up with. This part's good.
trip.
That part had the potential to make this a 1, but then it comes back to this crap.
Why bands like you's a mystery. I wish the hell you'd get off my TV. You want more when you've had too much.
Another half, and I think I'm being generous with that half. All right, next song. You can kill it. Next song, Money Screams, written by Michael Bruce, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. All right, Money Screams. You mean Money Talks? No, Money Screams, man.
The almighty dollar makes you walk a little taller. It's a power that shoots you right to the top, where it's flowing like a flood, and we're all drowning in the mud. That river keeps rolling and it can't be stopped, no. We work and work and work all day.
So far, this is the catchiest song on the album.
It screams, money's at the root of all our dreams. It's the devil at the door, the monster in green. Money doesn't talk. While we're all living on the street, you're in your $1 million suite. Well, you can sit on your throne just like a king. You want power, you want gold. You want some people to control. To be a master of puppets where you pull our strings. We work and work and work all day. We're working all our lives away. Money doesn't talk, it screams. Money's at the root of all our dreams. It's the devil at the door, the monster in green. Money doesn't talk, it screams, yeah.
I'm going to give this one a soft +1. The best song on the album so far. That's not saying much. Again, this is coming from a major Alice Cooper fan. All you hardcore Alice Cooper fans, tell me this album's good. I'll give it a soft +1. Next song, What is Sid? Spelled S-Y-D. Written by Dennis Dunaway and Alice Cooper. I'm assuming it's a tribute to Syd Barrett. Okay. Come on, Bob. Come on. Was it written by Bob Ezrin? No, that Dennis Dunaway. Come on, Dennis. Come on, Dennis. You can do it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Didn't they already do a song like this? I'm looking. Yeah, what's that song? Do. That's on School's Out. Yeah, this is a rip off of that, but that song. Let's pull up School's Out here just for a second here. Let me try to pull up School's Out. Okay, School's Out. School's Out. Alice Cooper, School's Out. Oh, on Apple Music. Now I got to go back. It's on my, okay, Alice Cooper, School's Out. Alice Cooper, not found in your library. Okay, here we go. What song is that? Is it Gutter Cat versus the Jets? We Whoosh. We Whoosh. Street Fight? No. Oh, man. God. Oh, man. I don't know what album it's on. Fuck. Forget it. My point is, it's on another Alice Cooper song. Now, where am I here? What is it? What is it?
2, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's on. This is a song off Killer. I'm looking for the identity. It is about the fitty.
I'm a rebel, I'm too much. I got a scotch and soda, that's my crutch. A pearl stiletto and a bag of weed. I'm east of Eden and a real bad seed. I love to rock, but I need to roll. And ain't no shot that I won't grow old. I flash my Casanova smile. They give an inch and then I take a mile. I said, hi.
It's Stray Cats.
Holy hey. I love to live in a dangerous dream, and I'll probably die that way.
I'll give this one a soft +1. This sounds more like Alice Cooper.
I got snakeskin boots and long blonde hair. A chip on my shoulder and a stolen guitar. Put it all together and I'm a star. I'm high all night and I sleep all day. I smoke and drink all my cares away. I got no reason and I got no plans, no expectations of the promised land. I said, hi, holy hey. I love to live in a dangerous dream, and I'm probably gonna die that way. Hey, hey.
I'll give it a soft +1. Next song, Intergalactic Vagabond Blues, written by Bob Ezrin, Dennis Dunaway, Michael Bruce, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. The whole band.
Well, stole my heart, 1, 2, 3. The night that she appeared to me, I was in my ship, cruising Mars. She materialized from out of the stars, moving with such hypnotic grace, a heavenly body and a hell of a face. She wrapped her arms around me, 1, 2, 3, bit me on the lip and she fell free to taste my blood and broke my brain. I was so in love, I didn't feel no pain. I'd follow her back to any place, no matter how deep in.
I'm verging on a 0.
I got the intergalactic vagabond blues. I got cosmic debris in my shoes. I'll never forget her gift from above, and I don't regret that alien love.
All right, middle part's okay. This part brings it up to a half.
Well, I looked in her eyes,
And then it sucks again.
I could see she was dissecting me.
We'll give it a half. It's based on that middle part.
Style. Then I licked my skin with a hungry smile. Yes, she stole my heart. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think we need to listen to any more of that. I'm about ready to ditch this whole album. What Happened to You? This one features a recording of Glenn Buxton, I believe. Is he on this one? Yes. What Happened to You? Bob Ezrin, Glenn Buxton, Michael Bruce, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. I think they found a demo tape of Glenn Buxton and they used it. So let's listen to it. It's probably at the beginning, I'm going to guess.
Other parts of my
Go on this. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Sounds like he was just jamming in his bedroom.
Nothing, she just knew.
From Mojo, Glenn Buxton posthumous appearance on the Raw Eddie Cochran-esque What Happened to You also shines, but elsewhere things sometimes get formulaic. The horror cod, and the guillotine a little blunt. 60 out of 100. That's more like it. MusicOMH.com. Ultimately, this isn't a classic. Ultimately, this isn't a classic Alice Cooper record by any means. It has a few good songs here and there, but nothing canonical. Canonical? But if the point is to document a bunch of old friends getting together and doing a thing that gave their lives meaning and sounding like they're having a blast and it's mission accomplished. You know what? That's a good review. Even though he gives it a 60, and it's a good way to think about this album. It's just some guys getting back together and making an album. But again, I'll stand by. I don't think Alice Cooper really cared about getting back with these guys. The other guys really wanted it.
If you're being cute, it don't compute what happened to you.
That's Glenn Buxton. That's him doped up, just sounding like garbage. Okay. A little bit Under My Wheels melody as well in music.
Saw you slinking from a penthouse.
It ain't no Under My Wheels, I'll tell you that, friends.
You got a brand new rack and some opinions too.
All right, I'm giving it a weak half. Oh, poor Alice Cooper band. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to like your album. 13, track 13. I Ain't Done Wrong, written by Keith Reef and Alice Cooper. Keith Reef was an English musician, best known as lead vocalist and harmonica player for rock band The Yardbirds. He's dead, right? Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. He's been dead since 1976. So basically, they stole something from the Yardbirds and had to credit him. Okay. Think about that, friends. All right. Ain't Done Wrong. You know what they did? They just took the entire song, the music from an entire song, and just put new vocals over
My
it.
baby called the train is gone. All the bells are told. My baby called the train and gone.
Kind of lazy, if you ask me.
Oh, they must have done somebody wrong.
I don't need to hear anymore. I don't need to hear anymore. All right, we'll hear a little bit more. Maybe it takes a turn.
Local change.
Nope, so far. Nope. Fast forward it. Nope. Nope, doesn't make a change. All right. Disappointing. Last song on the album, friends. See You on the Other Side. Written by Dennis Dunaway, Neil Smith, and Alice Cooper. An introspective album closer.
Your rivers went raging by.
So far, I like this one best.
Your mountains were all way too high. And your oceans so dark and deep. And your nightmares so scary that you couldn't sleep. Those long, lonely nights were a restless ride.
All right, I'm going to be generous and give this one a +1. All right. Now let's tally them up, shall we?
But you touched
we got half, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8, 9 out of 14. I'm being extremely generous giving this thing a 9 out of 14. What is that in the Metascore? Math ain't me forte, friends, but Metacritic gives this thing a 75 out of 100. That's 75%. What's 9 out of 14? I'm going to guess it's around 60. All you math fanatics out there, or people who are better at math than me, let me know what 9 out of 14 is. Is that better than 75 out of 100?
Now your raging rivers are just gentle streams, and your bedroom a sweet place to dream.
Let me know your scores, friends. Post them on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, which I did not create, but I do approve it. We just got to answer 2 questions so that I know you are not a bot. I can't. I'm out of it, friends. So I know you're not some guy trying to stop me from sleeping at night. Do you agree with me? This album stinks. rockandrollgeek@gmail.com with the subject line Butler. You're absolutely right. Put that in the subject line. I'm so tired. Oh, if you disagree with me and think this is fantastic at a 100 out of 100, Michael, you really disappointed me. You got to get that shit out of your head because this album is fantastic. Put that in the subject line, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I got to get out of here, friends. I'm about to lose it. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you tomorrow with a Sven update before I go to Sundance, Wyoming.
We'll rock the night away.
It's a Rock and Roll Geek train wreck.